how you support, and I love Warcraft 3, so let's get it on. The fight for survival starts right here, right now. It is Sock vs. Fly.
Alright, off we go. Tidehunter's our first map. A map that in the past was very popular for human fast expansion. But Sock is not doing that. He's going for a tech on 3 farms. So this is like an old school, middle of the road, safe opening, always at least intended to be safe for the human. And we're gonna work towards tier 2 slowly. This is of course the rematch. It was a 2-1 in the group in favor of Fly, getting the upset there. Sock today looking for revenge.
And he should be the favorite in any world basically, but these groups have been revealed very, very late yesterday. I think it was, I don't know, like 6 p.m. German time or something. So, little time to prepare. I don't know how much it was, like, Sock was able to practice, actually.
He's going for level 3 creep route here. AM creeping the green, Militia creeping another. I think he needs one more green, and then he might be level 3. Items, by the way, very unfair between the two. AM with gloves and ring, pretty poor, and double mantle. That is so good, dude. It's very unlikely that you get double mantle from 2 green camps, but if you find them, that is so strong. More damage, more mana pool, more mana regen. It is absolutely amazing. Farseer here off to a good start. AM level 3 though, right around time.
I would also say the ring is pretty good in these little skirmishes that we oftentimes have in the early game. You will receive a couple of fireballs and then damage mitigation is amazing. Speaking of amazing, great scout by Fly with the wolf, but maybe a little bit too late. But look at this, the spikes are up.
Early spike barricades. Also defend has been researched. One burrow is certainly gonna go down. This, oh, it's gonna delay the TC, I believe. I think it should.
Yeah.
Good timing here. Fly was scouting with the wolf, by the way. He was anticipating this to happen, but couldn't stop the burrow from going down. Should have made more burrows, right? Look at the goal that Fly has. Seems like it's a bit of a macro mistake.
Yep, I agree. Well, he fixes it now by killing a headhunter himself. That frees up the supply. That enables the TC. But what a start into the series by Sock. Finally, things are going according to plan. Creeping up level 2 water elementals up until the orc base. This has been done for 20 years possibly. And it's so hard to counter.
No Beastmaster this time. It's going to be an MK second, which, by the way, is a bit late. The TC, of course, was late because he had to wait for the headhunter to die. But this MK could have been started 20 seconds earlier. 20 seconds is not the end of the world, but sometimes that can make for a level difference that you could have achieved with slightly better macro. Sock here with a good push, but can't quite benefit from it quite enough. These second heroes, of course, the timings, the level, speed, everything is crucial here. The MK and the TC will, of course, be the late game carries.
And now, where can Fly creep? What's he gonna do? No Beastmaster again for Sock. He's been playing that for quite a while, but not anymore. Definitely a different build. Casters are coming, Mountain King is out, so is the TC, starts leveling already. Goes to the lab, that's one of the biggest items on the map, and this is also where he expects Fly to be. Gets the high ground.
Wait, did he make a lodge? No, right?
No.
I've been seeing some orc games lately where they skip the lodge, rather going for raiders, and also easier to afford expansion if you don't have to invest in the lodge. But that means these level 2 water elementals are gonna be quite nice to have. You're looking for the creep jack. He's running right into a Stormbolt surround though.
And no way to get out. Ay, ay, ay. That was a little simple, I'd say. Double rings for the TC. Farseer is still hurt here. Archmage with full mana in the orc base again.
Yeah.
This
is going to be so annoying. It's going to take a lot of repair as well. No, it's a weird choice here by Fly, honestly. Like, he left the Farseer alone. He must know level 3 would be achieved. And what happened later? He didn't go for an additional burrow to have a contingency if a burrow goes down, so the TC was delayed. And he didn't go for a lodge either, despite AM being level 3 so early and having lots of mana. Maybe not respecting these elementals enough.
That one should. They're so strong. We got a heal scroll, we got an invo potion, tells you Sock got shop control in the middle of Tidehunters. Great supply lead. Levels are All right. Fly is taking a break at the laboratory. Sock could go to the marketplace, get his level 3 there. He is in cellar. He's almost ready to fight.
Yeah. How different is this game looking compared to group stage?
Yeah.
Sock is in full control. MK level 3 already at 8 minutes, despite the fact that it was late for like half a minute. Sock just wonderful play, doing this really solidly. I would say he's looking more confident than before. But it's not only him. To be honest, it's also Fly here who is letting this happen a bit too easily so far. But of course, we're far from done.
Gotta be incredibly careful now. If you're caught one time without a town portal here, you're probably dead. Forces are still split and we meet in the south. TC has his eyes on the turtle for the consumable, but Sock is already taking out the red spot, man. There is no limit for these heroes. Well, actually, Neo, there's level 10, but, you know, in power levels. And we got an Ankh, so this Mountain King can even die one time. Dangerous territory for Fly now.
Yeah, MK's looking good. With these items also, he can be very reckless with the Ankh and the Invuln. The one thing he's lacking is mana items, but Sock's still looking for the fight. Stormbolt on the on the Farseer, and remember there's no TP anymore. Oh, if he had been slowed here, it would have been dangerous. But oh, there's no Sorks actually. It's 0 Sorks, only rifles and priests so far. TC trying to get in for the perfect stomp, gets a beauty right there. Score the beast as well. Dispel's lacking at the moment.
There was also a good save on the radar. Dispels on the wolves are a bit late, maybe. Second stomp, there might be one more. Counted with the heal scroll, as the damage, of course, is not the biggest part of stomp, it's rather the CC. TC standing in front, big vanguard, hard to get past him. Chain lightning as well. Fly with a good fight for the setup he was in. 50% of HP on both second heroes. There's one more bolt, but it's only level 1.
Chain Lightning dealing with the peasants as well, but I think the militia did their job. They soaked up so much spell damage and control from the Chain Lightning and the Stomp. Both now gonna fall back, but we see Fly certainly ahead in supply, but he's gonna have to invest more to regenerate again. So going to the middle. Oh yeah, the replenish on the MK. That's very nice. And only shop on this map. Heal scrolls here, very important.
That is correct. BTW shop control. Sock is making some adjustments. We've seen the first sorceress, but apart from that... Oh, now there's a breaker transition as well with the double sanctum. For Fly, we still don't see shaman. No dispel. Water elementals are growing, and if you can't dispel slow, you're in a world of trouble.
Sock is about to get double level 4 as well, which is huge level ups for these two heroes. Big invuln. Oh my god, he's got 3 invul pots. Does some here. That is almost a bit too much, but better to be on the safe side, I guess. This also means TC has no invuln, which makes his life a little bit more difficult. But the double rings are really helpful.
Exactly. And some lifesteal and a potion should be fine, especially since the Stormbolt is only level 1.
Another ring. Plus 14 armor, baby. Let's go. 17 armor TC. You can't see the plate mail, but he's covered in it from head to toe.
100%. That poor blacksmith who had to craft that one. Maybe he gets an invul potion now. There's one consumable here on the bottom left-hand side. Sock has his eyes on the main prize. Upper right-hand side, the big red spot with the big item. And this will get him level 4.3, 4.4. And then it's time for a big fight. Fly is trying to go for an expansion, but I think chances of that succeeding is very small.
Now, Raiders are already bruising up the base a little bit here, peppering it up, and the follow-up attack is going to come. Sock is going to be forced to return home. Seems like he saw it already. TC, wait, is he invis? I think he's invis, right? Oh, looking for a sneaky stomp.
There is a dust, though. And the shop is down, so no breakers at the moment. Needs to rebuild. But there's also no spells to steal. Do you even need them? I don't think so.
Yeah, I guess the point is just move away from the rifles. You have the MK now to do the damage. And the breakers, of course, are magic immune. Then the TC will have a much tougher time finding the connection. But Fly now, breaking, building a big army. For the MK, we finally have a mana potion as well as something he was lacking. And Sock now also producing.
there's a big storm coming. Invis TC. This could be mad. Oh, is he realizing it? Is he smelling it? Did the TC shower this week? Alright. Expo at 3/4.
Both heroes invis. They're both looking for the big AoE smack.
They should see themselves now, like in Lord of the Rings. Oh, that
look at that stomp, though! Oh my god!
Oh, holy moly! Yo, that was some sick at this one as well! Oh my god, this TC in a mosh pit, but let's not disregard the fact that the Mountain King also did a lot of damage. TC behind enemy lines getting surprised by a water elemental. He's trapped there. He had an invul, or he didn't have an invul before, a big mana potion, but what's it worth if you're dead? Heal Scroll desperately trying to save the carry, but the cow is dead. It's steak on the menu tonight.
You go for Tavern Res maybe. He's had a mana potion.
Yep.
MK in trouble now as well. But he's got, of course, those items. Chain Lightning may have not seen that Ankh. Fly might be winning this fight now. Huge supply lead all of a sudden with such a big commitment to get the TC kill.
Are you kidding me? This army is huge. The Farseer's 5 gets another Chain Lightning off. I don't even know. It doesn't continue to jump after a TP? I don't know how that works, to be honest. I've never seen this before.
Got the 1 kill at least, and I think Fly now all of a sudden with a huge lead in this game. Sok was in control for the longest time, but this was one of the most effective invis pots we've ever seen.
Yes.
It was not 1 but 2 perfect stomps in a row, and sure the TC died, but it took so much commitment, so much of the human army died in the meantime, and he could just go for the Tavern Res. And now Fly finds himself massively ahead. But there's one thing still to be worried about, MK level 5. As we know, quite the banger.
Clap 3 can't be controlled. Sok goes for Aura 3 over Water Elementals 3, even in the absence of Shaman. And now he sees the Expo at 12 o'clock, and trouble is brewing. Level 5 Farseer TC didn't level, of course, as he was dead. Supply numbers clearly in favor of Fly. How do you outmaneuver that orc? With the clap, maybe.
Full advantage. Yep, there's the clap. Slow also coming into play. This orc army is so hard now to properly maneuver. Supply leads clearly with Fly, though. How much can this MK carry?
He has a mana potion and an invul potion, heal scroll as well. Fly, no heal scroll against this huge AoE. He's throwing the kitchen sink again on the bull. I'm still not sure if that's the right target. Maybe you should just try to ignore it and use the weapon of mass destruction on the units in the back. He's trying to. Invul potion, TC saved. Oh boy, what a stomp again! And the Chain Lightning, a full circle! Are you kidding me? The damage is out of control. TC out to the right-hand side. Mountain King is still getting fueled by the Brilliance Aura, though. This not over.
Dude, this Farseer is also doing so much damage. Wolf is summoned again. This Farseer is about to clock in 20,000 damage this game. And Sok is begging for a heal scroll. It is ready. He just bought it. Oh my god, everything is an inch away from death.
Whoa, Chain Lightning again, just a hair too late! But maybe there's a follow-up, because there's no heal scroll available at the moment. Mountain King has no clap at the moment. Got the bolt, gotta run. This is so close now. Sok, no lumber anymore. 8 supply down, and Fly, of course, a base up.
Carry Farseer, dude. 20.6k damage. And, by the way, these double mantles are still good. Early game, mid game, late game, it don't matter. Double mantle, honestly, an insanely fortunate drop for Fly, which he's benefiting from this whole game. And still also benefiting from the expansion. Time is running out. Sok, you don't have much left in the tank.
There's an Invul potion and an Invis potion again on the TC. You will see this, of course. It is also about heal scrolls, and once again, Fly doesn't have them. We're approaching level 6 territory, Remo. A push towards the north, but where's the punch outside of the Mountain King?
There ain't much. And the clap can perhaps deal with the units, but how are they going to deal with these heroes? TC about to be 5. Oh, nice dispel. And Invul Potion also. Pretty sick play here, going for the Archmage right after. Now it's Fly looking for the hero kills.
He's hurt though. 50% Invo Potion ready on both of the heroes. The Stomps again, insane. There's a Chariot Lightning. Multi-kill. Cow runs him down. I think Sock is down in the dumpster. One of the best TCs I've seen all year. And Fly, despite a wobbly early game. What a baller with his heroes. Oh my god.
Yeah, sick play. Some of the most impressive Invis play we've seen in a while. When you use it for the first time, those two perfect stomps they won the game. They won the game right there. Disappointing game for Sock, despite the good early, the great early, honestly. It still slips away from him in the end. Maybe the breaker transition was a bit too slow. But yeah, that Invis TC is hard to deal with. You can hope to hit him with a dust, but that's unlikely. Other option is gyros, but they're way too expensive.
I thought Sock would get his redemption here. I thought he's gonna 2-0 Fly. But boy, was I wrong. Fly came to play in his own tournament and is about to knock out the second best full human player in the world. It has to be Hammerfall that brings back Sock into the series.
And Hammerfall we've seen look pretty good for humans lately, and here we have seen a lot of expansion play. I think I've seen like almost only expansion play here by the humans.
Yeah.
You pull the Rock Golem out, you get level 2 right away. It seems like the Farsi Harass here normally doesn't do much. If you can ensure to get the last hit. Very, very important last hit.
Maybe the early game items are changing a bit as well. Do or die for Sock. You gotta win 2 maps back to back. Otherwise, we got Moon and Fly, the veterans, in the Ascension final of Group B. What a setup. Pressure is rising, and how does Sock deal with that now?
In their first encounter in the group stage was also Fly taking the lead, Sock taking map 2, and then Fly winning in the end on map 3. It was Twisted Meadows back then that Sock won. Here now his map pick is different. Maybe Fly vetoed TM. And yeah, Sock is expected to go expansion. That's what we are anticipating. Most likely that's also what Fly is anticipating. He is going for, perhaps for that reason, going for 1 grunt into Headhunter build, which can be very strong at pressuring early.
Also a little more stability with that grunt in front. Wolves, of course, always nice to have. And Sock, are you throwing a curveball? Are you making things weird if you go a different way from what we expect? Maybe flip the script? Just go Beastmaster pressure, but with a 3rd farm. Well, it's not guaranteed that it's an expansion, but it is very, very likely.
Yeah, Sock may not go for the predictable Rock Golem creep. This is, of course, one of the difficulties for ORC. They don't scout. I almost said they can't scout, but they can. They just decide not to do it. They see it as too expensive, with the exception of against Night Elf, where it is of most importance. So Fly's gonna have to guess where his opponent is, and he might look in the wrong spot.
Okay. Good to see that it's not just a carbon copy of the norm. This is the biggest tournament. This is where the special strats come in, and you gotta make things a little weirder. Farseer on the way to the left-hand side. That is almost free level 2 for the Outrage. Is it free level 2? No, right? It's close?
Needs a little bit more. A little bit. The green will do it, and if he follows up with the natural, that will be level 3. Sock, interestingly, by the way, didn't use a footy scout, so he didn't reveal his position, perhaps, where he was with his army. But more importantly, perhaps it's him creeping faster. Trying to maximize here his creep speed. He's going for a 4th farm, and apparently that is still the rule on this map that you expand.
It's almost a little Fortitude-esque, with lots of creeping, more stability, and then brute force the expo somewhere. And Fly has a good read that it's happening in the north. Militia is called, Archmage level 2, not the greatest items. Even the ring seems to be better in these skirmishes, but okay, here we go. How much damage can Fly do?
Yeah, Fly's gonna have a scary army here in just a moment. 2 headhunters are on the way. Big last hit. Goes to the Archmage.
Ooh, that
the
was
item
big.
here as well. Oh, what does it?
Yeah.
Wand of Illusion. Perhaps not so scary right now. Very clean. Wow, very clean creep here.
Yeah, and to make things even cleaner, here's the Water Elemental. Wash these pesky wolves away. One worker goes down, but that's it. And that is a tough camp with the Goblin Commander. Archmage down to 50% is a little bit of a nuisance, as the damage and the pressure is rising.
The Goblin Commander, is that the name?
That's the name. It's a kobold, and it's another name, but that's my name for it. I couldn't think of the real name. Come on. Taskmaster.
Taskmaster.
That's what he is.
Do we have goblins, by the way? Yeah, Goblin Sapper, of course we do. Yeah. They are all at the lab, though. I wonder which one of them is the commander. Alright. CORSAIR. Only level 1. I guess that's about to change. But AM3, Expo coming up. Tower will be finishing. TC not even started yet. This looks like the perfect early game for Sock.
Headhunter's still a bit scary. But yeah, Arcane, as you said. Fly now in a very different scenario than in map 1. Sock is the one with the expansion. Sock is the one with the echo advantage. But Fly is the one with the tech lead. Will he go again for a Raider heavy army without casters and try to brute force this? Or is there a counter expansion possible somewhere?
Water Elementals again, looking quite strong at this point in the game. Fly. Oh, he's supply block on the TC again, and this time because he forgot about the burrow. Yikers.
Ouch, that hurts. Alrighty. Little bit of harass, little bit of chip damage, but this is not crucial damage. You might get a footman, you might get a peasant, you might level up with that, but your Farseer is still hurt, and also the damage on the headhunters is slowly but steady worrying.
Yeah, the way it looks to me is Fly has a rash all over his body because he needs some salves. Bad. TC will be charged with bringing them, but again, the TC is late. Mass Headhunters, though, are certainly putting in a lot of damage. And the footies without defend are having a tough time going up against them.
Indeed. Lumber Mill was cancelled, I think. But how much damage... Oh, Sock has to power build, so he doesn't have the lumber. 6 minute 20 tech, maybe? Well, this might be scarier than we thought.
Here at the expansion. This will buy him a lot of time. Ooh, nice saves. Headhunters get away. He may have not lost a single one. Only the grunt.
Not bad. Will be expensive to regen, of course. Needs 2 pots of selves. 200 gold gone. That can't be put into army. And this time we see the shaman.
Thank you, by the way, to Flip with the resubs. It's 2 years. Hell yeah. I think we read that before. Keep it up, Neo and Remo. Love what you do. And Doffo as well with the resub. Says, hope some of the money from this sub can go to a new cam for Remo. It's gonna be a OnlyFans stretch goal, baby. Emphasis on stretch.
Yes, it's in the works. Okay, more creeping. There is a counter expansion by Fly. Inventory is basically empty. He can check the tech speed now with the crystal ball, but that's about it. This is now a phase where Sock will still gather up experience, but that's experience that's only going on to the Archmage, not for the more important second hero. At least he's gonna get a good Brilliance Aura for it.
Yeah, having level 4 early is really nice when you move into tier 2 with MK and casters. I think it's actually wonderful to have. Also taking experience away and items away from the TC in the middle. Again, this is just the perfect game for Sock. Wonderful play up until this point. Now, it also looked good on map number 1 until it all slipped away. But this lead seems much more impressive than previous.
Right on. Fly feels forced to creep with Shockwave. This is also something new. Right, okay. A little bit of damage, accelerates a little bit. Water Elemental just poking. And the one camp the Archmage got. Chat says it as well. He takes it away from the side of Fly, so it's fine. Lots of towers coming as the tech finishes for Sock.
Yeah, Sok here wants to be on the safe side. He probably knows he's in a really good spot. Just wants to make sure not to suddenly get overrun. We've seen that before. TC level 3, Shockwave level 2, Chain Lightning, Peasants dying, Raiders. Orc has plenty of tools to assail an expansion. But Fly so far is playing a pretty passive game. Double level 2 heroes, army not too big just yet. In fact, Sok might take a big supply lead.
He's a little shy on lumber. That's a problem, but that's also immediately after constructing lots of buildings and the second hero. Pressure in the base is rising. Oh, so much repair. Can he even continue to power repair? Oh, he's not mining. A little bit only. He can't afford to lose this burrow.
Oh, it's so expensive. This is before 2-base economy as well. Second water elemental summoned. Might go down in the end. Oh, the Kodo. That is a timely Kodo.
Yeah.
Didn't have to suffer hunger for long. That's good. You wake up. Nice little light snack right away.
Thirsty.
Unlike me. I fasted until after my work.
Godspeed, Remo. You can do it. Triple Sanctum. Breaker's coming. Oh, Archmage. Whee! Being caught in the middle of the map. That's a town portal gone, but he might not even need it because the attack is coming. No peons at the moment at the expansion. It starts to pay off, but only slowly. The horde is running.
一座基地正遭到围攻。
Two Raiders trying to put in some damage here, and the TC Shockwave, of course, working very well against the buildings and peasants. But there's some time here for Sok. There's not that much urgency. It's not that many Raiders. With some repair here, he can hold.
Ooh, shockwaves are really good. Kodo, you don't want to lose that one. Level 3 on the fast here as well. Still a bit of a problematic situation for Sok, but he's confident now with the supply lead and the mana to take this fight. A Stormbolt might grant him the kill, but good retreat. Timely retreat by Fly.
Now he's got an expansion running and can soon build a big army. Gonna waste no time. Jump into upkeep right now. And he's still, in fact, very even in supply with his opponent. Pretty impressive, despite the fact that Sok's expansion has been running for so much longer. He gets a steal here as well, takes the claws away. But seems to have a difficult time here properly positioning his army and actually putting in some damage against the enemy forces.
Creeps are helping Sok as well. A little bribe going towards them. It's just a little damage, but onto the Kodo. That's a tough one. Raiders are falling. As good as this game was, it turns into a little bit of a disaster for Fly. If only there would be clap, but not ready yet. Can he take this Kodo out? It would be huge. Oh, the creeps. One more hit. No, Heal Scroll is ready to the rescue. And all of a sudden, Fly has the momentum again.
Mana starting to run low here. MK hurt as well. Both may just be forced to back off. TC, though, has a huge level lead. He's about to get level 4. And the biggest issue here for Sok is he wasn't really able to creep this MK at all just yet.
He's inches away from clap, though. 2-base. Fly weathered the storm. These run-bys can continue until the end of days. But of course, that also requires some clarities. It needs mana. And as I said before, like for the past couple of weeks, retreating when mana is low and not getting greedy is a big asset for an Orc player, and Fly played it pretty perfect here.
Getting more upgrades as well. I guess it's only going to be the first upgrade for the Grunts and Raiders. Nice mix of an army. And I think Fly wants to keep fighting here before MK is 3. MK 3 with level 2 clap will change a lot. So Fly now looking for the next opportunity, I imagine. Sok's army is already quite big.
Yeah, and he gets the red spot. That's level 3. Also consumable. Fly is in no man's land right now. Very inefficient. No creeps anymore because Sok took them out. Only now he knows where the human is. Mana Stone, double heal scroll. The inventory for Sok is rising. 6 Stormbolt to prevent the shockwave. A sorceress might be falling. That shockwave was super inefficient. Clap comes in and the town portal out. When the damage is done, as he knows the Farseer is in. And man, these chain lightnings today are scary. With the dust settling, this is still an even game.
Good exchange there, I guess, towards the end. Fly forcing a lot of kills on the human. And yeah, Hammerfall, not the biggest map, not the most creeps here. We are starting to run out of creeps. MK got the level 3, which was the most important, and the Mana Stone, of course, is amazing. CORSAIR, way less of a carry this time. Didn't get double mantles at the start here.
That's right. This is Chain Lightning. No, no, it's not. The one creep still alive. Didn't crit enough. Okay, Fly. Supply gap is noticeable. He needs the AoE damage. Chain Wave, one of the highest damage combos Orc can do. And of course the big item here. Turtle down. What do we got? Book of the Dead. That's meaningless.
Sell it, get something better. In fact, Fly has quite a lot of gold here. TP, Invul, Heal Scroll. There we go. Finally getting some usable items as well, as we are about to run out of creeps on this here map. MK taking a small camp down in the south. Mantle form is okay. The one thing that the MK doesn't have is HP items or armor items. Sure, he's got double invuln, but when those are gone, he's going to be very vulnerable.
Very true. There's no invisibility either. Blizzard transition. Okay, AoE meta, everybody. Every single hero has an AoE damage spell now. Clap, Blizzard, Shockwave, Chain Lightning. Fly with an attack towards the Human Expo. Sock with an attack against the Orc Expo. But I guess Sock is just a lot faster here.
TC does get level 5 with all these kills here, which is nice. But yeah, the expansion was nicely walled off by Sock. He lost the peasants, but not the town hall. And now TPing in to go for the big fight. And the orcs have no mana anymore. This should be an easy fight on paper.
That's the problem indeed. He threw all the waves against the buildings. And my god, what a slaughter with Blizzard not controlled. Kodo down, Raiders falling, Wyvern also eliminated. Fly lost almost 20 food in that exchange.
And he lost the expansion as well. How is he going to recover these losses now? 2,400 gold lost, my lord. Spending a few more salves, that also counts into the bucket. And Sock now, after a great early game, a good mid game, finds himself in the perfect position to win this one.
Yeah, hero levels looking grand, economy looking grand, supply 69, nice. Fly, it's time for some pillage raider lame, but it's relatively easy to move in between the bases. Outmaneuvering Sock here, Hercules task.
He's gonna find a way to approach the main, it seems like. Sock in the middle of the map, creeping up a bit more. I wonder if this is not a bit of a waste of time. Still green camps, really? Is that the most efficient thing?
It's level 5, I guess.
Level 5 at least. Yeah,
and a ring.
Nice. Level 3 Blizzard is indeed very good. But there was no TP. Sock didn't buy one. Fly might be able to do some good damage here.
Heal scroll count is 2 on both sides. Mana items available. Archmage and Farseer have invul potions. Fly, are you in a position to even think about a fight? Counter Expo coming. I don't think so. He's just posturing up, buying time.
Good play here. Took out some buildings, took out the tower. The TC though, what? What?
Oh! Boy, oh boy, oh boy, that's a problem now. Invul potion, breakers. Open up the surround so we take that fight. Clap, Blizzard, what a combo. So hard to run out of it, but also the shockwave hits. There's another one, Chain Lightning, the healing was good. The combo not used quickly enough. It wasn't enough time to heal against it. Massive shockwave, and there's no heal scroll anymore. Fly, you madman, are you seriously able to turn this around? There was a heal scroll.
Heal scroll still, gladly on the MK, and it's just a huge amount.
All right, yeah.
Size difference now.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong heroes. I was looking at Fly and he had no heal scroll anymore, but Sock did, and that saves him the game. 1-1. Sock is still in the race. Oh boy. This is a fun series between the two.
Yeah, good back and forth here, especially on map 1. Map 2 though was all Sock. So far, Sock has been looking more impressive if we take it as a total. Tidewater also had a lead for a long time. It was the wonderful Invis TC play that really turned things around. But map 2, it seems like Fly never really ever got the upper hand. He's going to try to do that now on map 3. His map choice, Northern Isles, where expansion play, I think, isn't really feasible anymore these days.
It's rough to hold, to say the least. Thank you, Kubi Cube, for the 37 months. Every single sub, much appreciated. Keep the engine running. Moon is waiting for the winner of the upcoming map. Fly, Sock. I guess for Fly, it wouldn't be that bitter to get eliminated here. Of course, he's a competitor for 20 years. Getting eliminated always stings a little bit. But Sock had higher hopes than only a top 16 finish. He has to play like Hammerfall with great execution, great timings, great movement across the map. But you can never, ever, ever underestimate Fly.
Yeah, I think Sock's favorite kinds of games are the expansion games. Also on Twisted Metals, which was oftentimes his comfort pick. He would often always go Expo. And there in 2 base, when we go towards the late game and things have settled, he seems to be the strongest there. But on some maps, you're forced into different strategies. And I think here that will also be the case. I think here he must play something else. What's that going to be? Could be a 2-farm tech.
Wait.
Could be an AM level 3.
It's a blacksmith.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
No way.
Pally rifles on the big stage, baby. Hello.
Are you kidding me? With the biggest pressure of this entire tournament, Sock
So cool. So cool.
with
dude.
the cheese.
This will be the first time, by the way, that Sock doesn't make it into top 8. Last season finals also, he failed in the Ascension phase, losing to Kaho back then. Oh, he also played against Fly, by the way, in the first round Ascension. We defeated him 2-1. Would be the most glorious of ways now to beat him with Pally rifles. Okay. How much experience does Fly have against this strat?
I don't know. Is he facing Lemess a lot on ladder?
I hope not. The mess, the menace.
Wow, it's so hard for me to predict how this is going. Such a momentum-based build. If you survive the early game and save all the rifles, you got a very, very strong mid-game with Holy Light 2, and then of course a Blood Mage is coming, and it's very hard to kill units of the human. But it's such a slow army as well. Maybe Fly can just outmaneuver him.
What's this farm placement? This looks like computer normal base build.
Yeah, you don't want to be stuck in your base, and I think that farm place is making sure of that.
Okay, interesting.
But of course, this is exposing the base to raiders like crazy.
No Arcane Tower here, by the way. Of course, you would love to have an Arcane for the Wolves, or against, rather, the Wolves. But this is a pretty expensive build. You need the Blacksmith, you need the Rifles. They all cost quite a bit. And then you're going to need a tech at some point as well. Going for the tower now, though, I guess he does want to be on the safe side. Yeah, ever since the Blacksmith buff and then the Pally buff, we were all hoping, ooh, might this be the time for the Pally Rifles? It never really was, though. Would be wonderful here to see if Sock can make this work.
Well, I can tell you it helped the players on my MMR level, and I hate playing against it. It's so frustrating. You do a lot of damage, you're about to kill something, whoop, hammer in the air, everything healed up again. And then you want to use your spells, but then all of a sudden there's siphon mana from a Blood Mage, and then you can't use your spells anymore, and that makes the game less fun! Holy shit, dude! Meldonic 25 gifted subs into the channel. Are you kidding me? Freaking awesome. That's some Pally Rifle hype, I hope.
Blessed by the light is the Paladin, and also we, Meldanic. Thank you very, very, very much. That's awesome. Does Fly even?
No, I was about to say it. He did not scout
Has he
at
just
all.
been creeping on his...
Yes, he went to the
leaving
green.
the human alone for 4 minutes?
Yes!
That's so weird. He's not even level 3 yet.
Lemess coming in with the 5 gifted subs, celebrating Pally Rifles. And this is the best thing that can happen to you when you play Pally Rifles. Just leave him alone. And Fly still doesn't know what will hit him. I don't know if he now knows because it was nighttime.
He used all of his crystal balls. I think he didn't find the enemy army, though. Or did he? If the Farseer gets this green camp, excuse me, the Pally gets the green camp, that's level 3 for him. Farseer really would like to steal one of these creeps here.
Preventing level 3 is so good.
Dude, Fly is so lost. He is so lost.
Okay, but the base is still open. There is an arcane. Peasant save looking fine for now. Wolves are still hungry though. And lumber is already low. 2 workers dead.
This is the exact opposite, by the way, of how you're supposed to counter Pally. You're supposed to put pressure on him all the time, force him to be low mana, low HP, low levels. This is a full mana level 3 paladin.
True, lots of
peasants. That's the only downside, but this looks like the perfect spot.
But I guess
he's going for Shaman. Why? Shaman, why?
Yeah, I don't know. To dispel the incoming banish? That's the only reason. Lightning shield? But then there's priests? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if he makes them work, I will be impressed. But I gotta say, so far, Fly is looking pretty lost. Both armies gonna be pushing into the enemy base, but only one of them has paper mache burrows.
Militia continue to suffer though. Blood Mage will be welcomed with open arms.
Fly TP. You need to TP, bro.
Yeah. Sock sees the lodge, could cancel it. He thinks, what the hell? That's no threat at all. A grunt goes down to... Like, this might just be a build auto win.
Okay, the tower is taken out. Maybe all the peasants here might be threatened. Oh, this is interesting. This could be a game of chicken now. Alright. Nobody's TPing home yet. Ah, okay. Sock will do it now. I think Sock realizes, okay, he's in a good position here. No need to throw anything away.
First kill on the Blood Mage as well. This was 8, maybe 11 peasants? I don't know. Oh no, it's 8 peasants total. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
But Sock doesn't need that much lumber necessarily. He can still make rifles. He's remaking towers.
It feels like everything from here on out is just a nice upgrade to have. He has the long rifles, which is important. Towers, of course, that is a necessity, but Priest Dispel, not even that necessary. Pally rifles, man, that's all you need.
Lemeth, of course, came in with the 5 gifted subs. Very fitting for this game. Thank you. Mr. Happy also with the resub.
It's Mr. Happy XD.
Mr. Happy XD! 60 XD. Lemao. TC just misclicked the Invo potion.
He was thirsty.
I guess so.
Yeah, always wear protection.
He made sure his healing didn't get cancelled. Alright.
Yep.
Living life on the not so dangerous road.
Farseer's keeping track of the human army, who still has to rebuild. Can't go higher than 37 food because the farms were all gone and couldn't be rebuilt. Middle camp, what's that gonna be? Flute? No, devotion. Alright, he got that one already on the paladin, so it doesn't really matter. Tower is up, but workers are all stunned. No chain lightning follow-up because mana is so low, and Sock gotta respond. And as I said, this army is very slow.
Yeah. Fly identifying the weakness of the army. Pally rifles, good damage, good healing. Really strong in extended fights with the Siphon, but slow across the map. This is where Fly can have the advantage. If he can outmaneuver Sock and can get up an expansion, he might still be able to win this game. There's no expansion in the works yet.
And there's like 5 avenues to approach the human base. Outside left, middle, and then on the right hand side the same. TC getting some mana back, but of course Blood Mage is thirsty.
I really like that Sok prioritized the towers here. He knew way ahead of time that Fly was going to play the hit and run lame game.
That's right.
Yep.
Thank you, Herr von West, with another gifted sub. Thanks for all the great work and your effort, BTW Heart. It's a very generous Sunday today.
Thank you guys, indeed. Sok knows what he has to look out for. He was scouting for the expansion, found a peon, and Fly still doesn't have his win condition. Without an expansion, it's hard to see him winning this game, but he can still always come back to do a bit more damage. Human peasants are always a nice prize.
Yeah, we got reinforced defenses on the burrow, so they are hard to kill as well. Taking out the shop, which is nice, takes the regen away, takes the speed scrolls away. But if you always have to pay a price of a town portal, that's not really sustainable. Sok's army is lower, that's a TP gone. Can he reach something with Banish? Not really, that's also a speed scroll. Fly plays this very strategical and very nice so far.
Yeah, good counters.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
So he's trying to find some catch with Banish, and this is indeed where the Purge can be helpful. And Fly hasn't lost really anything in quite a while. Some peons, I suppose. And yeah, it's difficult for Sok to afford all these TPs.
42 food now. Blood Mage level 2.3, level 3 is almost a win condition with a level 2 Siphon. But how do you force a fight is the question. Fly will always dodge him.
Yeah, tactically now a very interesting game.
一位玩家的部队
One player
遭到攻击。
cannot win through fighting, and the other player has difficulty protecting his base.
一座基地正遭到
Farseer's back with more selves. Blood Mage split. Finds the Expo. That is an easy cancel. But also almost used as the decoy. Because that opens up the rest of the map to Fly. Who's once again going into the human base.
Sok is turtling up hard though. More towers, even masonry now. I like that a lot. But the outside buildings can easily be sniped. Towers not really in range for that.
Right on. And he might need scrolls of regen. Shop down. How many towers do we have? 3, I guess. Taking out the merchant for Fly would be great as well. So no more speed scrolls. It's all about decision making now.
Alright, Fly committing into the
遭到
towers.
围攻。
And Sok going for the birth at the same time. Alright, base race now truly on, it seems like.
Ooh, lightning shield into the workers. That's what the shaman were for all along. And it's mass murder. 9 peasants dead. Oh my god. Is he forced into a fight now? Farseer has a town portal. Might be forced into it. No, not even surrounding. Fly is getting further and further ahead, I feel. Look at this economy down the dumpster.
Yeah, I gotta say, man. Well played by Fly, realizing what the counter is in the late game. And Sok is just forced to play a very frustrating game here. He would love to just take a fight and easily win that fight, but Fly smartly doesn't give it to him. And so many damn peasants have died this game.
20 peasants. Sok, how do you recover? Like, the Pally rifle in a base race against an orc base is really bad.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Sok is fully mining again. His lumber's looking okay. Army sizes are still comparable. And these human heroes scale like crazy. It's something we have to keep in mind.
We got level 3. We got Siphon 2. But what is that spell worth if you're not facing your opponent?
Blood Mage leading the charge. Orc army afraid of the highborn elf running away.
一位玩家的部队
Slow
正
would be
遭
so
到
good, but then also be purged the entire time. Sock is facing elimination. He needs to find a way out. But how? Peasants are back. We are only at 10 though. You don't need that much lumber.
Sock has no TP.
Oh.
A base attack here could be quite scary.
It's just an illusion. Not threatening at all. Has the money now. Needs a TP. Might use it immediately. And a Sork for free. Kevin is making a good point in chat. That's only Endurance Aura 1. This will be even faster. Love the split rifles. But damage is here again. Maybe the first open fight. But no, you just run away.
2 split rifles, really cool. They're gonna cancel the expansion. I think Sock also making some good adjustments here. He used farms to wall off the towers in the main base to make them harder to take out. The rifles got the expansion cancel. Both players here smartly adapting.
Okay, it's not over then. Are you blocked? In your own base? Ah, no. Dribbles him out. Whew. Who keeps his nerves together? Fly always known for making this one mistake in a game. This cannot happen here, otherwise you're out. But Sock is still suffering from mobility.
And again, we're back. More pillage. You know what? This overlay doesn't actually show the pillage money.
It's ridiculous, right?
Outrageous.
I mean, it gave me some stock advice earlier today, but not showing Sock, that's 2 units. Maybe used as a little bit of a bait, but those are free kills, probably. Chain lightning there, and that's level 2 endurance aura. So rough now. Stomp, not even the biggest issue anymore. You just can't catch him.
Yeah, that's what the Sorks are for, but so far Fly has been able to snipe them quite well. We get 0 Sorks on the field right now, but Sock can still make more of them, as he's doing here. Oh, some rifles getting caught up there. So we got Twilight at the ready.
Are we in range though? At least one, but he's still in the mosh pit where you really don't want to be. Banish save, sweet. Ah, there was a shaman, of course, for a little bit of damage. Wolves hold the door. And Fly, couple of units about to die, but that's it.
Big supply lead now on Fly. Is this finally enough to overpower this human army? Well, seems like he's not going to try to find out just yet. But yeah, 20 pop lead, which is what Fly will most likely need.
Oh man, Sock also losing 4 units for free there. That hurts so much if there's a fight coming. No gold. A heal scroll at the ready. An invuln at the ready. Pally almost level 5, but I wonder, does it do that much? I think it's Devotion Aura, right?
Yeah, I'd say so too. 6 armor. Pretty sick.
Someone felt like it needed a buff.
Did get a buff. Just not +9 anymore.
Yeah. But I think, like, was it even necessary in the first place? We'll see.
Oh, look at that siphon. Lots of mana being drained right away. Invuln misclick on the Blood Mage. That was... Or was it? It's very curious. Invulns on the TC. Alright, here we go. 6 stomp. So many rifles of the rifles are caught. And it's a big orc army.
Gotta go through that needle hole here. The stomp is magnificent. Heal scroll number 1 gone. Blood Mage a little too far forward. Maybe. Raiders are falling. Right. Banished again. The stomp is again money. And you can't deal with the TC. You don't have it. Mountain King, you don't have that damage. Fly now confident enough to just brute force this. There is a TP. Paladin down to 1/3. The army of Sock is suffering. His tournament life might end just here.
Banish plus Priest Heal though, super sick, dude. Now the human healing is taking over the Banish and the blood and the Siphon doing its work. Level 4 now on this Blood Mage as well. One more Stomp was there, but getting siphoned right after, and now Fly's out of juice. Does he have enough army still?
The lightning shield is doing crazy damage. Blood Mage and Paladin seem to be safe. Reinforcements coming in. Banish over and over. There's no mana, as you said. But now, open battlefield. Finally, brute force this way into a more favorable position.
Siphon giving mana over to the Paladin, but the army size difference is just absolutely enormous right now.
Oh, Sock.
On the way to do it.
He does it again, just like in the group stage. We ruined the tournament life of Sock already on day 1 of the tournament. Still the same in the Ascension phase. Too many units falling for Sock. What's left? Pally Rifle, as awesome as it is in utility, they are not fighters. They don't do damage. And this Blood Mage, ooh, in jeopardy. Holy Light, back at it again. And now with home turf advantage, the last thing that might save Sock.
You went for a workshop.
Yep.
Gyrocopter out. Scouting, I guess?
Against Invis Wolves?
True. Didn't even think of it. Kind of nice.
Blood Mage again,
Right.
far forward. Sucky.
Fight here.
This might be the end. There's so many units falling. No spells to use, but the big axe has some good right clicks. Farseer, decent-ish as well for a caster hero. Holy Light used. Blood Mage a little bit exposed. TC can't be dealt with. These heroes and the raiders, they can't be dealt with. And an expansion is growing. GG! Sock has been eliminated by Fly. Who would have thought that 1 week ago? He was the underdog in this group, but he did it.
Yeah, cool try here by Fly. Really good reaction to the Blood Mage and the Pally. I'm quite impressed. He played the perfect game tactically until finally was strong enough to take a fight. I think Sock here again showing some of his bad shape, right? The towers were too late. Masonry was too late. The wall off probably was too late. And also that engagement wasn't perfect. Wasted the invuln on the Blood Mage and got giga stomped on the